You have a part Turnstile Gantry wheel 30 CP extrude. First off, if we hit the home button, it's at a weird angle. So let's set it up so when we come to home, it's always set. Right click, set to current, fit to view. So that way, if we're crazy over here, F6 brings us back out. Alright, looks like we got a good start, but there's a couple things I noticed. First off, you do an extrusion on a curved face. So basically it doesn't line up right here. A couple issues with that. Another thing, looks like a couple of sketches are unconstrained, like this one. Actually, it is fully constrained. So I'm going to drag the end of the part up to here. First off, not sure why we're not extruding or revolving this one in this command as well. For instance, we're selecting this. We can select this profile and that profile as well. Get them all done at once rather than having multiple different things going on. So if we drag this down, it'll give us an error, but then we can delete this one because we don't need it anymore. Okay, so coming down to here, that's really not what we're trying to do. So we're just going to delete that. All right, and delete that one too. Let's just go on. Okay, so we're going to redefine this to our top. So that's basically just cutting through here. Get rid of these. Okay. There's my point there. All right. So if we project the geometry, I believe is the bottom one that we're actually wanting, do a coincident constraint to here, to there, and they'll stick. Now this one comes up and down. Let's call these two in line. Project the geometry of the outside edge. That point to here, fully constrained. Now you can notice that if it did cut, it would miss that little point, so it did it wrong. Instead, let's do a tangent constraint to the outside, so that way it'll cut all the way through. All right. Two random lines, make these parallel to each other, trim, make these two equal to each other, and whatever distance we want. Let's call that 12. I don't know what that is. But so already I realized I did something wrong. Oh, no, just kidding. So what we're going to do is turn on the visibility of this sketch. Make a plane on that line to this face. So basically it puts it 90 degrees. If you wanted it flat, you can do it 0, but we're going to do it 90. We're going to make another one. Same thing. So we can then revolve from this along the center line, or you can go to the origin and find the center line through there, but this will work. Between here and here. So it basically comes in between them. Now this extrusion, delete that. because we can come back through and still, where are you? Right click, select other, and then you can basically go through. So I want that guy. Right click, select other, and that guy. I'll give you all the available options. Then we can come back through to our shade with edges, cut, up and down, through all. Sometimes you'll have to select multiple solids if it didn't add it in. So that way, it actually goes through on that curved face and stays on it. Now, I don't know how you're manufacturing this thing, but the reason I kept it flat is so if you had an end mill and you came through and you'd cut, it'd give you a flat surface. If you tried to come from the top and come this way, then you'd have a round edge from the top here, and that just really wouldn't work out very well. So that'll get you started as far as that goes. Then you get your holes, and you get your circular pattern, which I don't know what this is. Probably the hole here. Oh, just kidding. This one is that and that. Drag it to there. And let's see what you got going here. Okay. So I think that's kind of where we were before. So let's just delete that below the part. If you wanted to create a sketch on here, project the geometry. O offset comes in. Set dimension 6. I think that was 1. Yeah, let's call it 2. Notice how this is now fully constrained. You can click on this, delete that, and then you basically have freedom there. 5. Same thing with this. Kind of see where. So that's this side, that side. That's the side that we want. Goes there. And that's this side here. So if you want these two to be the same, just select that one and select that one. Extrude, cut, okay, and this one. JSON access, like that. 3. Okay. Alrighty.